Tampere town, snow on the ground. Still we're out late. Worldwide in one place.
It's been a while.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
What's up, Tam?
Not much, man.
It's fucking winter.
First of all, let's do a first shot for the new year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Just for the record, I'm really against these shots.
Yeah.
So
am I.
record, he's
Yeah.
always against it. That's a good one.
Now
Though.
we have, like I should mention. I feel like I should mention this. We usually have Jäger,
Mm.
Yeah.
but now the place where we are has now changed us.
Changed us.
Yeah.
To Fernet, which I guess if you're
Something
Argentinian,
medicinal?
you appreciate it.
Yes. Yes.
I think we changed one evil for another.
Another.
Evil.
This one has less sugar, though, so technically it should be. But we graduated from moving away from Red Bulls, though, so that's
Yeah.
kind of...
Yeah, I cannot do that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, we are here at a new bar, Risky Business. Ooh.
It has become our new home base. I would say.
Yeah,
How
I
you
would
feel
say.
about it.
Yeah. It's like because it's cozy. It's got prices from 2019, and I feel that that's kind of bar kind of vibe that Tampere needs right now. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's there's a bit of something for everyone.
yeah,
Because usually when you go to a bar, there's always someone who's like, nah, but I'd rather go somewhere else, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And here you have it feels a bit of a living room.
yeah.
You can there's a lot of different kind of table styles, so you can go just sit anywhere you want,
Yep,
play
yep.
some board games or play darts,
Yeah,
pool, just whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the music is really mixed up. Nothing too extreme on one end, too extreme on the other. Indie, hip hop, old school, funk. So it's kind of a little bit for everybody. So
Yeah.
board games and
Yeah, man.
Japanese theme, American theme, dive bar themes. Like a little bit of everything. But nice postmodern.
And I feel like he has been busy. I've seen
Yeah.
quite a lot of people, different kind of people, which is
Yeah.
something I really appreciate as well.
Yeah.
You see all ages, all kind of like backgrounds. And
Yeah. The bad thing is, of course, with any bar, you get the riffraff that comes in here.
That's part of the business.
Yeah, that's a part of business,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Like,
but you're in the
really
main
bad
street, I
riffraff.
mean.
Yeah.
I actually think, I mean, I love the hats, by the way. This is cool as shit, but we should be congratulating you, man. Right?
Yes.
Right?
Well, I don't take compliments too well, but
Yeah, but like, I mean, what made you decide to get into a risky business?
yeah, well, I think it happened when I was in Joensuu last year, and then Kimbo, my business partner friend, he's like, "Tam, we got this old place that used to be Roska.
Roska.
Yeah, did I say it right? Yeah, huge space, and like every time I come here, I'm like, there's no way this place somebody's gonna rent this place. It's gonna be too expensive,
Yeah.
And then man, we got he asked me if I want to be part of it, some ideas about everything, and so I was like, yeah, and of course, like the labor. I mean, cleaning, constructing, painting,
Of course.
New job skill, bartending, bar
Nice,
backing. So
nice.
that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, guys. I mean, just like Renee said, I think this is a dope spot, great location, different vibes. And this is, we needed a new home base.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. No, congrats to you, man, and your partners. This is a good joint.
Yeah.
man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
So what's been going on last couple of months with you?
With me?
Yeah.
Nothing. I was actually pretty happy that December wasn't that cold, but then like the 31st of December came and then it's just been chaos ever since. It's been cold as balls ever since then. Like it's crazy.
I just saw some guy on Reddit. I think at the end of December, like he posted a picture of like a bit of frost, but green grass is still. And, is the winter almost over already? Or like it's like all the comments were like, poor child, you know nothing. Some guy who just moved here, he was very optimistic. I was like,
Yeah,
we've all been there.
I had a good friend that visited me over Christmas time. Shout out to Tram.
Oh, yeah.
I've known from San Diego, And this is her first real. I mean, she's been to the mountains to go snowboarding, but it's nothing like this,
Yeah.
And it's so funny watching her try to adapt to like icy streets and everything. Just a little slip, she would freak out. Like like you lose your your balance,
Yeah.
And
For a bit, it was funny that we were like, "Oh yeah, like I can take you for a walk. Let's go walk around, see everything." And then when we were there, it was like the first really cold day.
Yeah.
She was like,
Windy.
"Yeah, fuck this."
It's not necessary.
Bro, I mean, we were okay. I mean, it was cold, but but she had gloves on and hand warmers.
Oh,
She had like
Jesus.
rechargeable hand warmers.
Yeah. I guess this is the kind of thing that after you have lived for a while, you're so used to it, and you have the clothes and everything.
Yeah. The first year I was here, I was like 3 layers, heavy jacket, and it's like 2 degrees.
And you're suffering.
I was suffering. Yeah, but now it's like anything between like -5, it's just like a light jacket. It's like when it gets to -10 with a wind factor, then like I might layer up a little bit, but I'm pretty used to it.
But does it happen to you? I'm sure it happens that you go back to your home country, and then my city is on the mountains. It's pretty cold sometimes. But last time I think it was like maybe 20.
And you were
there
cold?
No, I was there with shorts and
shorts.
t-shirts.
Yeah, of course.
And then
Yeah.
my brother's what's that, like mother-in-law
Yeah.
constantly, "Do you want a jacket? Please have a jacket. Wear a jacket." Like, man, I'm chill. Like I come from fucking -5. Like, this is pretty good.
Yeah. No, that definitely happens to me too when I go to Zim. It's like if I go in June, which is supposed to be our winter, like the weather is maybe like 15, 20 degrees Celsius. I'm like, this is summer. Like, and people are like wearing heavy jackets and stuff, and my family members, and I'm just walking around in a t-shirt and like I'm good, But I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to the Finnish winter. Like proper. Like nowadays I've adapted to it, but it's not like I enjoy being outside, like, doing the whole skiing and skating thing.
Oh, like outdoor sports and everything. Yeah, but going for walks is nice though. Like Tram couldn't believe that people were walking like baby strollers, like going for a walk. Like you have to get them assimilated to the weather at a young age.
And when you have the crispy snow that you're walking and crunching, and that's a nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
There's a Finnair advert about that now. Like, what does it sound like? When you walk on it, it speaks back to you. It's crispy, But like the thing that shocked me about like Finnish winters was in the beginning I was like, people are putting the babies outside to sleep in winter, and I'm like, yo, yo. But now I get it.
Tram that. Like she couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Bro, back in Mexico, 20 degrees, covered the kid, he's gonna get sick.
Yeah,
Don't take it out.
Exactly.
Here it's like, let him sleep.
Yeah, for all the listeners not in Finland or Scandinavian countries, like you guys might not know, but here it's normal where if you go into the grocery store or even for like having coffee, it's okay to leave the baby store outside with the baby in it. -5, -10 degrees, but they are warm.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
the warmest.
And no one is going to steal your baby.
Nobody can steal a baby.
And it's supposed to be it's supposed to be good for you.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
sleep on
It
the
is.
cold, it's like something
Yeah.
with the breathing and everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah. In America, that's like child abuse.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if you guys know, but because I started looking up about it, and like I guess in America, like I think 15 years ago, I think it was in New York, where some girl from Norway, she got charged with child abuse. And,
Crazy.
And she had to go court. And like, in the U.S. that's legal, but in my country this is normal.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think she lost. The reason why is that when you're in another country, you got to abide by the country's laws.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense.
But they dropped the charges, but they just explained to her, like,
wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In Finnish, you call that maassa maan tavalla. It's like a statement that, like, if you're, go by the rules of the country that you're in, like that. So
Yeah. But, that's like, that's a cultural thing where, you think it's normal.
yeah,
Like talking loud on a bus, like I see it in Finland, I'm cringing, like from all nationalities. I'm like, oh, shut up, man. Like, dude, are you American? No, I'm not American, man. Shut the fuck up. We're on a bus.
We were there, like, in the bus. We were just talking, like, because we actually took tram. We're, like, coming back to that. We took her to Avanto,
yeah.
which I apologize for that, because I love it. I really love Avanto, and like we went to Rouhaniemi. If people are familiar with it, it's one very popular public sauna here, where you can go to the sauna, get out, grill some sausage because we wanted the whole experience. Had a couple beers, and then you can jump into the lake. But it was really windy.
Yeah.
So that's not.
cold.
That was the
That
worst
was
kind of
the
time to
worst time,
get to know Avanto. But she did it still, and
Yeah.
now she knows.
Big up to her, man.
And,
Have a good time.
Yeah, props to Tram and she got into the water. I didn't.
Yeah. Tam was the one skipping.
Oh, you chose
I
not to do
skipped
it.
The whole way on the bus, he was like, nah, you'll see, we'll do it. And then
Yeah.
he's like, nah.
Because before that, because you go to sauna,
Yeah.
you get out, you can have a smoke break,
Yeah.
go eat your sausages, and your body still it retains that core temperature.
Yeah.
Not this day, bro.
No, it was
We're out
cold.
for like 10 seconds, bro. You were
Yeah,
cold. You had to
yeah.
go hop back in the sauna after
Yeah.
like 5 seconds.
You know
outside.
how wind makes things worse. But
Yeah.
But yeah, on that day, we were talking about how there's so much Spanish around.
Spanish too.
Especially lately. Like
Yeah.
I've heard like way more. I don't know if it
Yeah.
has to do with the people not going to the US, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of Spanish
tourists,
here.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you hear Spanish all the time when you
Yeah.
go to the street. And we're on the bus. Just after we made that comment, like maybe 10 minutes before,
Yeah.
jumped into a bus, and there was some like Latinos.
Yeah. Well, walking to the sauna, there was Spanish people walking away from the sauna. Yeah.
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere.
And then there was some people speaking Spanish on the bus
On a
quite loudly.
speakerphone. On
Oh,
speakerphone.
yeah, calling on
I was-
speakerphone on a video
yeah,
call
yeah.
and stuff. And I was like, it's a bit of yeah. You feel it, and you're like,
Yeah, but that's because you know, like what the perception of being loud is here. They're like,
Yeah.
it's normal, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, because it's a big. I think also the thing is that my mom was raised in she lived her whole life in this kind of German school. Like her whole studies, like from kindergarten to almost like end of high school.
Okay.
It was the German school run by Germans, and like
Oh, okay.
so she's very
Yeah.
European in that sense.
Yeah.
So I grew up with that, and she raised me like that.
Yeah.
So then I think for me it's easy to comprehend
Yeah.
the nuances between cultures and the.
Yeah. But I think like, I think it comes to like, when I first moved here, nobody told me that. But like you kind of read the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Japan, I mean, they have stickers everywhere. It's like keep quiet, keep quiet, keep quiet.
Well, you get like stairs.
Yeah.
So but people don't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
I think it's also very different. Like the how people perceive the. I've noticed this. I'm someone who's very quiet. I don't speak much. I prefer to observe. So if we're in a group, everyone's chatting. I enjoy just being
watch it.
inside in the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I pay attention a lot to my surroundings, and I think there's people who don't at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people that don't care.
Because there's people who don't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you ask like, hey,
yeah.
did you notice this? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not notice
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
It just happened right here.
But you know,
no.
I actually think that in Finland, that's quite a well. This is my observation here, right? Like when you walk down the street and someone is walking straight to you and they see you, or maybe they don't see you, like because they're probably doing something else. I don't think people have a good situational awareness.
No, I
in
don't
general
think so.
over here, people are so comfortable that everything is safe. No one is going to do anything. So people just move in their direction. I grew up in an environment where you need to be constantly aware.
Yes.
And so I'm the one who's dodging people along the road and stuff. And I feel like, is everybody just so comfortable? Or is it that there's maybe like a level missing there?
I don't know what happens, but I think you're onto something here where the... Because in Mexico, you cannot do that. And I'm guessing it's the same in your country where when I'm walking on the streets, you're always paying attention. And if I'm going to go into my home, you check both sides of like you know what's happening on the whole street. Is there someone behind me? No, I have my keys on the hands. Yep,
You've gauged it already all the way down.
And you could raise like that. So I think that's not something you can drop. Because I've been here, for example, walking with a friend or whatever. Even with my girlfriend, like it has happened where light is green, there's someone coming, and people just walk, and I stop, check left. It's a one-way street. You check to the other side. Like, why are you stopping and checking the other side? It's like, well, because you never know.
Yeah.
And then it's the
Some kind of bicycle. Anything.
and I'm waiting for him until I know that he saw me.
Yeah,
And because you never know, dude. And that's how we grew up.
exactly.
And that's not something you just drop.
No.
I think
yeah.
that's it. Just gets ingrained on you.
Yeah.
So speaking of culture, just remind me. You guys remember the movie Inglourious Bastard when they're like downstairs and like the fake German guy he put a 3 and the other guys recognize right away that he's not a native. So there's a good post on Reddit. It's like, what is it in your country that that gives you away?
Yeah.
For me, I put like the first time I lived there, I was in an elevator. I wanted an elevator, and I felt a presence behind me, right? So I immediately turned around and I held the elevator, and she looked at me like I fucking wanted her kidney. She was like, "No, it's okay." I'm like, "No, it's okay." She's like, "No, you go ahead."
Yeah.
Okay.
We've talked about the elevator thing. I think that's a very Finnish thing.
But that was the first sign that, okay, I am not native here. You know?
For me, you know what I like? They just came up. I don't remember. We were just talking about it. Like, I was in this darts tournament, and this like darts swimming cup. It was like people from all over the country were in Malov Tripla, and some guy came to me, and he was, for me, he looked Spanish. He also looked very Finnish, like in retrospective, but he had this like Barcelona jacket. Started speaking Spanish with that perfect Spanish accent. I was like, hey, yeah, your name sounds like Spanish. I was like, oh, actually from Mexico. I was like, oh, yeah, we were talking. And he was actually Finnish. And I was very surprised because I was like, Spanish is one of those that you immediately notice when someone is not native because our verb tenses take quite a lot to kind of master. But this guy spoke really good one. He'd been living many years there. And we were talking about these kind of differences and stuff. And it brought to my mind, when you're speaking English, I notice those, for example, when someone asks a question, or you make a statement, and then you leave the no at the end. Because asking no, that's a very, in Spanish, you make it to confirm that you're right.
Okay.
Like right? But then no, and then people
No.
translate it. So even you are speaking English, it's like,
Okay.
That's true.
It's a good
That is
beer,
good.
no?
Yeah,
You immediately know it's like,
yeah.
like a Spanish
Okay.
speaker.
Yeah.
Like there's
okay.
some of those that even when you notice it translating,
Yeah.
it gives you
Gives
away.
Yeah. Interesting. Like I'm always amazed. Like, you know, like when I hear Spanish, I listen. If they say pinche away, then I know they're Mexican. You know, that's
Yes,
very Mexican.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very- yeah, it's a very Mexican thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I also met this guy. Also some accents. There's some accents that I cannot recognize, but I met a guy. He's Finnish, mother's from Chile. And he's like, yeah, well, I grew up, and I immediately know this guy's from Chile, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how do you know? It's like,
You know.
Obvious. Yeah.
it just gives you away.
Yeah.
Like there are some things that
Yeah.
But can you look at a Spanish speaking person and tell where they're coming from without hearing without hearing they speak?
no, I
Yeah.
think it depends. Because for example, people from Bolivia and people from Peru have a very
Distinct.
specific phenotype. I think it's the
Okay.
nose that kind of has a very
Yeah.
because they're like the natives from that area have that kind of. So it's very easy to kind of be like, yeah, I'm guessing you're from around there.
Okay.
But I think it also depends because all Latin America is quite mixed.
Yeah.
So I think if you have strong roots to that country, then yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
In Mexico, for example, like my girlfriend always makes fun of this because it's like a very boxy kind of like body and like short neck, kind of like a bit like you know.
Yeah. Now that you mention
really.
it, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, like if you think about it,
Okay.
Yeah,
You
just pay
mention it,
attention
yeah.
to the Mexicans
no
we
wonder
know
they
here.
mix you up with being Mexican there.
Think about the Mexicans we know here. Like
Well, in the kitchen is a joke. And it's not racist. It's a joke. Even Mexicans they call it IBMs. Itty bitty Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like the women are all like short and stocky.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
IBMs.
But-
yeah.
So there's things that kind of, but then again, Mexicans are usually short. But I'm
Yeah.
6'2", like
It's so varied, you know.
189, so
I've seen dark Mexicans. I've seen Asian Mexicans. They look like so Asian.
So it depends. For example, a Mexican from the south, from Chiapas, if they have strong, this kind of Mayan or strong to Oaxaca, you can probably see them and be like, I'm guessing this guy's from around there. But then if they are mixed with someone from the north, that they're like a bit taller and like more, because there's a lot of influence. Like there's areas with Asian influence, Germanic influence, and so once you get a bit mixed, you cannot.
Yeah,
Really
I mean, you can pass for Persian, Israeli.
I've gotten everything, man.
Yeah, you got everything, man. Israeli.
I've gotten in Germany. I was asked if
IDF.
I was. It was some lovely Thai lady. I went to get like some food.
Yeah.
She's like, "Are you from Netherlands?" Like, no, why? Because you're German as shit. I was like, no. Thank you, but no.
Because of the way you look.
Well, you are told your German sucks.
That's
and then
hilarious.
I was in Istanbul and I was asked if I was Russian.
Yeah.
And in Germany, every time I went into a kebab, they would speak to me in Turkish.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a bit of a mix.
Yeah.
What about you, TK? Do people mistake you for being Japanese?
No, definitely not. Only over the phone. Only like I mean, I used to have that. Like when I used to go for like job interviews, I'd be like, Takura-san. You know, like if I was say hi, my name is Takura, they would assume. I mean, I think we've spoken about this before, that I've been in waiting rooms waiting and people are waiting for a Japanese guy to show up.
Yeah.
But on the continent, you also have these kinds of distinctions, right? Because people from the south tend to look a little bit different from people from the north.
Okay.
You know, so...
What about the language, the accent? Is there any difference? Can you tell?
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
You can like the way, like if you are from a English colony, for example, the way that we speak English is, I mean, people speak really good English, but like the accents are different.
Yeah.
But like most of us anyway, the Bantu people actually migrated from the Central Africa down also to the south. So you can't really tell, but most of the people that I've met here in Finland at least have said that I look, you know, something more like, you know, Central African rather than Southern African.
You
so
look
people
black
don't
to me.
I just look like I look, you know. But I'm a child of the continent. I'm like I'm happy wherever you place me. I'm good, you know. Yeah.
But I think it has to do with what you're used to.
Yeah.
Because you know you've heard this like you all look the same, like and you all look the same, and like, I've heard that people say like, oh, in Latin America everyone looks the same kind of thing. And
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But I think it's like how, because you, like we all have been quite exposed to different cultures and people from all over.
Yeah.
But if you take someone who hasn't and lives in their small town and you know they haven't met a lot of people, I can see how that happens for sure. Yeah.
In Vietnam is weird because like I'm from the south. When I go to the north or have relatives from the north or central region, I can't understand the Vietnamese. Like their accent is so strong. You know,
wow.
like it's like it's like every part of Vietnam has different regional like accents.
Okay.
And like you could say one word that means like soup, whatever, and completely different word in the north. It's like, what the fuck? It's like a different language.
Yeah, like, even Shona is like a STEM language. You would say like like the parent language for most Bantu languages is Swahili. So Shona and Swahili have similar words, but they might mean different things. For example, but
Is that the language that clicks?
No, the clicking languages are you have your Xhosa, your Zolos, you have your Nama, Damara. Like there's many languages that click, and those, you know, according to like history, are the original inhabitants of the south because the Swahili languages, like Swahili stem languages, don't really click. Like my language doesn't click. But if you speak Ndebele, Zulu, Xhosa, Tswana, maybe Tswana not so much, but like if you have your Nama, Damaras, like Southern African regions, the original inhabitants who look actually quite Asian, right? They're very light-skinned, not so tall people, and they speak the click languages. They are considered to be the original inhabitants of Southern Africa.
I just every time I say click, I think the Jimmy Fox skit, you know.
That's, I knew he was gonna go there. Yeah, man.
Shit.
Yeah. But beautiful people. Yeah,
we need to go to Africa, man.
Yeah, like I've been saying, like
trip,
you know, like I was like, anytime we can just go like soft landing Namibia, maybe not so soft landing, or like a graduation from the soft landing would be like somewhere I say, but like Cape Town, you know, something like that. But we'll make it.
I heard crazy shit about Cape Town. I don't know.
Cape Town is beautiful, brother. Like, I mean, like in any other country in the world, you have your problematic sides and you have your good sides. But Cape Town is like, it's worth the trip.
Yeah.
Cape Town, Johannesburg, Pretoria, Walvis Bay, Namibia, Mozambique. The beaches are crazy. Zimbabwe is landlocked, but we have the Victoria Falls, which is one of the, one of the big ones.
So I heard like Trump wants to take over Zimbabwe.
My God. This guy's been taking over anything that he can get his hands on.
Does Zimbabwe have oil? Does it got baby oil?
Apparently, we just found some gas. That might be Puff Daddy's thing. I just have baby oil.
the memes with my little
with the oil.
This guy, they also found my oil.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't know if I should be happy or like, I was just surprised that they found him in a Nike tech suit. Like, I mean,
it sold out.
I can't even, exactly.
Yeah. I couldn't get one.
He looks like he's about to drop a mixtape or steal your phone.
That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
It's a bit of every time something big like this happens, right? Because this is something that I don't think anyone had on their cards.
No.
Bro, it's only been like a month. Right? All this happened in a month.
In a month.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's crazy to me because it's something that I think that people have like mixed feelings. Where it sucks that the U.S. can't do something like this. Nothing happens and everyone's cool with it.
I don't think everybody's cool with it.
It's rough,
yeah.
but I think the overall sentiment from Venezuelans are this like fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because the situation was so bad that they were like, mate, there's something up from here kind of thing.
Was it you that told me only like 35% support the invasion?
I don't really know.
Somebody told me that.
Because I think those kind of numbers are kind of
you can't really trust those.
Yeah.
But for example, I've seen a few interviews with Venezuelans living abroad, for example.
Yeah.
And because it's crazy, man, like the amount of Venezuelans who have left, right? Because you cannot really afford to leave, and then there's a bunch of them who go to Mexico and through Mexico to the U.S. And man, they just leave everything, go through the jungle, this Darien Gap, that you cannot really drive. There's no, you cannot go in between.
Yep.
They go through the jungle. There's a bunch of people like ripping them off, and those who make it kind of like to the border, they get ripped off in Guatemala and Honduras and these, and then they get ripped off in Mexico, and then it's just like a really rough stuff. It has to be bad that you decide to do that kind of thing. And
I'm not saying it's rosy world over there, but the problem is what other countries are just like that. I mean, okay, so dictators, let's go North Korea then.
All of them,
why they?
North Korea has big guns.
That's my point.
There you go.
So just pick on the little people, pick on the ones that don't have.
But
Cuba. I mean, let's see what other. I mean, there's just plenty of places in the world that Somalia
that have bad leadership.
Yeah. When I go in there and should the U.S. be the world police? It's going back to the imperialism. Which that's a whole other subject. But but you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a bad sign for Americans because I know most Americans don't approve of it. Yeah. Because it's just like it's a slippery slope. Is there other means of doing it? And they've been corrupted for so long, and past presidents, other world leaders have turned a blind eye. So, in one hand, two things could be right at the same time. Like Trump, probably did the right thing, but how he did it and the wording that he did it is just totally off-putting. You know?
I mean, and I think these are the two sides that are showing up in most of the conversations, right? Is that you have people that feel relieved that this happened. And then you have the world looking at a situation where maybe not the best leader was in place to lead and do the things that he was doing. So in a certain sense, people are also kind of happy, but maybe the way that it was done wasn't so happy. But I mean, Trump was so blunt about his move. He was like, man, they also have the largest oil reserves in the world. Like, I went and got that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're in some funny times in the world, I would say. And I think that, today's geopolitics are not what you would have expected a few years ago, right? So, but we have to kind of adapt to the situation. Even our president in Finland was like, look, the map is not the same anymore. The relationships need to update themselves, and we need to do better work in trying to understand what direction are we going into and what kind of alliances are we building. But I think at the core, though, is that there is, well, at least for me, I feel like there still is that old school understanding of multilateral, engagement, working together and stuff in most of the world. Not in all of them, but in most of the world. And hopefully that, that will have more of an impact on where we end up in a few years rather than the chaos that is kind of building around, that is happening around things right now. I don't know. Let's see.
And then Finland is sending reconnaissance teams to Greenland.
I think everybody is.
I think this is the kind of thing that's getting everyone nervous, right? Because it's as you said, a slippery slope of where's the line then? So I think that line of what you will do is getting a bit blurry. But the news yesterday after the meeting, the premier and also leadership from Denmark was basically like, look, we had a good discussion.
There's a 1951 agreement that's in play, and
You can send as many troops as you want.
Yeah, you can. We could just negotiate this based on that. There's no
Yeah.
need to do any of this.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean, Greenland, because it's part of Denmark, is part of NATO, so it's kind of weird that you would
Yeah.
even think about these things.
Yeah.
So I think that at the end of the day, like cooler heads will prevail, and all of this is maybe, Trump likes to say what he wants to say when he wants to say it, and sometimes we shouldn't take it seriously. But I mean, he's the leader of the strongest freaking country in the world, so it's scary. So,
Well,
in
the
that sense,
the thing is that when he was like, "Hey, we'll go and get Maduro," everyone was like,
yeah,
"That won't happen, right?"
then he went and
I mean,
did
that
it.
is the problem.
I know, yeah.
Oh, I believed it.
Exactly.
I believed it happened. When I saw, I was in the Navy, so I knew like when you send that much of a force there, something's going to happen. Yeah, you don't send there for nothing.
Yeah.
You don't move aircraft carrier from the Middle East to South America for nothing.
That was
It wasn't a show of force. It was like something's about to go down.
Yeah.
And like I have friends that were deployed and they couldn't say much,
Yeah.
but they're like, "Yeah, shit's about to go down." Like, they didn't send us here for no reason.
Yeah. I feel like all of the other little small boats things was just a distraction that while everything else is being set up.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
it felt like it was like
I think what's most telling is I was reading an interview that this journalist did with Trump during his first presidency in 2019, and she was like, because he would talk about Greenland, and everybody thought, it was like, yeah, it's Greenland, just like off the cuff, And so the journalist asked him, "Hey, so what are your thoughts about Greenland?" And he said something like, because remember his background is like a real estate. So yeah, I look at the map, I see Greenland.
oh yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's like a good property. So
Yeah.
he's treating the world like property.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what can I invest in?
Yeah.
For the future of America.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which,
for Americans it's kinda like
but for world geopolitics wise, I
Yeah.
don't think he understands, or his.
I think he understands. He just doesn't give a fuck.
I think his Project 25 people that are. Yeah.
I mean
So I don't think he's the one taking a lot of decisions.
No, fuck no, he's not.
There's a
He's
whole team
dumb as
behind
shit,
just like
dude.
pulling
Yeah,
strings,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he just
yeah.
shows up. And
Yeah, his advisor, his cabinets are all like, ugh. Stephen Miller, that corny fuck.
that guy. Yeah. But like I mean there's been in the news that, and this is where like where like you need to get good information, is because like in the news it's like two sides of the story. Like
Of course.
there's this group of people around him that have their own interests and stuff like that.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
Hegseth is turning the Minister of Defense to the Minister of War.
Yeah.
And then you have like so and then they're saying, well, maybe he's just blabbing these things because he's unwell and he's got dementia. But at the same time, the things that are doing
Yeah.
are really kind of strategic to a certain level that like you can't assume insanity in situations like this, because they make, like, to a certain extent, not that they make sense, but I mean that it's not random that you pick these places out. But the world is a funny place at this point in time, my guy. And this is what, 1 year in? Like he just started his presidency, right? so we have some time.
And we got 3 more years,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's,
at least let's see what happens.
Yeah.
wait, today is January 16.
Yeah.
It feels like we're in March already.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
true.
everything's
So
going on,
much has
dude.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe like last point on all of that was, like everything that's happening with ICE and the woman who unfortunately got killed
man.
on the 7th.
Yeah.
Right. So that was sad, and but there's an impeachment process open now to. But let's see all of that. Rest in peace.
Just like real quick about that, like just for people that don't understand about American law enforcement. So there's a federal unit and there's a local police unit. So right now the tricky part is that when Trump enacted the Illegal Immigration Act, Terrorist Immigration Act, that gave federal troops, federal agents, the same power as state and local. Because before it's like the federal force and the state is separate, separation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now because Trump enacted that, he's giving them power to enforce, but you can only enforce illegal immigration policies. So now that it's a slippery slope now where the federal agents that are in these towns, they don't know about local laws about they're more about immigration. They don't. because the thing now is that you're saying, hey, yeah, so she had a traffic violation for blocking the ice. Well, the federal agents are not local law enforcement.
Yeah,
They're not in charge of traffic enforcement.
Yeah,
they should call the local police to do that.
Yeah.
So right now there's a
Okay.
lawfare now
Yeah,
about what's going on. It's like, do they have the right to do it? Of course, and that's why the government, Trump administration, they're calling them domestic terrorists. So when you call them domestic terrorists, you have more powers.
Yeah. That's
and the
angle.
irony of that is, I think it was Obama who wrote that. Yeah, we can call people domestic terrorists and then use the law. Yeah. So
Things are coming back to shoot the Democrats in the foot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that's why Trump now he's about to enact an insurrection act. So if he does the insurrection act, that means that any rioters, the government can have full. So now it's lawfare right now in America.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's lawfare.
It's just a bit wild that someone goes, shoots a school or whatever. It's like, it's a lone wolf.
Yeah.
But if you're a legal immigrant, you're a terrorist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Domestic terrorists, the rioters, calling rioters domestic terrorists is just, oh my God, dude. It's such a crazy presidents.
Yeah, man. Have you guys heard about all the fun stuff that's happening in Finland?
Oh yeah, let's go talk to the fun stuff.
So, fun stuff. Like, so just the other day in the news, it came out that Finland has the highest unemployment rate in the European Union.
Is it 10.6, 10.8?
10.6, 10.8, somewhere out there.
I mean, at that point, does it matter?
Right. And guess who's following?
Spain,
Sweden.
No,
It was Sweden.
It was Sweden.
oh really?
It was Sweden underneath them.
Ah,
Underneath us, them.
yeah.
Underneath. So, Scandinavian countries are dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Then there was a report from a research institute here in Finland that basically kind of places the blame on these unemployment rate growth on immigrants.
Of course.
I don't even know. Well, I mean, the math is mathing to a certain extent, but maybe certain things were not considered. Like, people that move here for work move here with their family and partners. The family and partners don't right away get into work. They go into the integration courses. There's international students that are now allowed to stay and look for work, so they have to register as job seekers.
Is there a way, you probably know more than we do, but is there a way to separate that? So if you separate the immigrants under the past prime minister's plan of luring people here with the job promises, but that aside, like, is there a way to separate that from the actual unemployment of Finnish people here?
So I would probably say maybe the most significant, all of the numbers are they are correct to a certain extent. But we must also take into consideration that there's less jobs now than a few years ago. So when the current government came in and said, and we want to give 100,000 new jobs and create 100, now you have less jobs, right? So when you have less jobs and more people ready for work that have come here for the jobs that were available, but they come here with other able-bodied workforce that are their family members, then, and family ties migration has increased in the past few years, especially for people that have moved here for work, because we had a big drive for people that were supposed to move here to work in the healthcare sector, in the tech sector, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's not a fair story because it's not telling the whole truth. But based just on the numbers, they wouldn't have published it if the numbers didn't add up in that sense. But there's a bigger story to it, right? But that's not the whole story.
Because there's always things behind, right? Because I came here, for example, from family ties. And now there's a lot of these stories of, for example, the students that come here and it being used kind of a loophole that you can bring your whole family and whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people coming here because in their home countries, there's this like, oh, come here and everything will be nice. We have talked about this.
Yeah.
Like everything's going to be nice. There's a lot of works and stuff.
Yeah.
And I must say, for me, it was a bit of a similar story where nobody really hyped Finland for me up. But because I used to work back in tech and industry in Mexico and in Germany. And I was getting job offers nonstop. Job offers nonstop. Do you want to come work with us? Whatever. I had a fixed contract, so I couldn't move. So what people told me is well, you work in the area you work. There's always work, so you're gonna find a job here quite quickly. and it took me almost a year to get a proper job.
Yeah.
So I can understand definitely how that happens. And I can also see, because a lot of people are like, oh no, but you're getting money and whatever. And I took Kela money for like about a year.
Yeah.
While I was studying the language, and I was
Oh, you bum. Just joking.
mate,
Sorry, you were right. It was Spain before
100%.
Finland.
Yeah,
After
'cause
that
Spain
is
has struggled
Sweden.
with
Yeah.
that for a while.
Spain, yeah.
And like on paper, it sounds you were like doing nothing for a year, right? But then on my first year of employment, I paid probably back most of it what I got, right, in taxes.
Yeah.
And now I've paid multiple times back for sure.
Yeah.
So I think it's also a bit of it sucks. A lot of people come here with this a bit distorted reality, which I think that's something you should tackle right away.
Yeah.
But also the integration, it was not helping. I can tell my integration course, I'm sure the government spent too much money, and it was like really bad. It was nothing good.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to Livy.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
You read our minds.
Thank you, man.
So I think this is not something that you can tackle with just one decision. It has so many layers and so many issues along
Along the way.
the way that there's too many things that need to be fixed. I just don't see any of those trying to be fixed. But
Maybe I would add this, right? So when you attract somebody to come and work here who starts a business or comes straight to work, and they bring their family member who has a right to integration services, and maybe the state makes an investment into the integration services for a year, I think that the return on investment on that long term actually makes sense, because Finland is not only in a situation where we don't have enough talent to grow the economy, we also don't have enough talent to create the new businesses that are necessary to grow the economy and actually take Finnish businesses international. And then you also have the situation where you have a population decline. So even if you move with your partner and your child, right, you're actually gaining somebody. And usually this is the thing, is that when people move here for work, usually their partner has a similar or almost similar education level than they have.
Not always.
Yeah.
It's different away country.
Yeah, I'm just saying that usually like people that move, let's say you move, they tend to have at least some level of like education. And that's an education that Finland has not needed to invest a cent in, to get somebody to come and work and their partner who has a certain level of education that they never needed to invest in, but is work able. And a child who's going to grow here and go to school and have Finnish culture as their primary culture, most likely, as they grow up. So looking long term, you're looking at the population balance, you're looking at somebody who's already paying taxes, and you're looking at another potential talent pool of people that are moving as partners that are not, being hired right away, but because our needs for growth in the next 5, 10, 15 years could actually be secured by making sure that these people have that training and education already here. I don't see where the return on investment over there is bad in a sense.
But I think you're talking about the ideal situation.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, like,
You're talking about people with like higher education.
Yeah, that's the
degrees.
thing.
Yeah, that's not the people that are coming here. From
No.
what I no.
Guys,
There's a bit of everything.
The majority of people that so the highest migration that happens in Finland is because of work, family, education. Before we even start to go to and even the people that move here for humanitarian reasons, it's not that they're not educated, is that maybe when they have to leave their countries, they can't bring their education certificates with them.
That's true, Tasu.
So
you get
so there's-
recertified.
there's a lot of things in play.
When I was in the integration course, I was there with a couple of guys from like Afghanistan, Syria, and stuff. And there was a guy was a dentist. Another guy was a physicist. The other guy was something in health. He was not a doctor, something similar. And they were like, "Yeah, I cannot do anything. Basically, you have to start from scratch because I have nothing with me. I came here with a backpack kind of thing, like right. So those guys, they have it rough.
Yeah.
But then you also had a bunch of, you have a bit of everything, dude.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
I went through that course, and you get the guys who are like, man, I feel bad because this guy is smart as fuck.
Yeah, but
And then you got the guys that are like, nah, this guy's just cheating the system.
yeah,
This guy is just trying his best. not
trying to
do
get
shit.
welfare. Yeah,
Like
but
you get a bit of everything.
Is there anybody in the government that's looking at what sector needs the most growth, and let's bring people in, compared to that?
Absolutely.
What I've seen is that I think there's influx of people that work in like my business. I'm going to talk for my business, like hospitality.
Yeah.
I get like 10 fucking CVs a week. Like, hey, can I please work? Can I please work? All foreigners.
Yeah.
Like they can't find a job.
Yeah.
So like when you're screening people to come to the country, you should say, hey, what sector are you looking to work? And I'm sure actually the one that's working now that I happen to hire is good. And I mean, he has a degree in fucking engineer.
Exactly.
He's a cook. And he's a very damn good cook. Yeah.
But that's the thing is that like, so you only screen people for the jobs that they're coming to work into if they're moving here for a work permit. But then you also have, because the bigger migration is not because of the work permits, like family ties and education and stuff, you have a lot of students that might be like, you know, like super engineers and stuff like that are just looking for work to like, you know, support themselves. Or you have like family members that have moved here as, let's say, a doctor from Vietnam whose education is not recognized in Finland. So now they're just looking for some other job. So you can't screen them. You can't screen everybody based on the...
Oh, but wait, but I forgot to mention that. Yeah, so like, you know, for me to be able to work here, I had to have a contract.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we're mostly talking about the students that come in here. Yeah.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. So because
you still need a contract to work here.
Work-based immigration is driven by employers.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Driven by employers,
but if you
and
think
employers should actually have more of a say in how that process works. And I think that's where because you cannot create a bottleneck for employers to get talent if they can't find it here.
Yes.
That is the thing, because that stifles growth.
But it's also a bit of a, because otherwise it's a gamble. Like I came here for family ties, and it could have gone both ways, right?
Yeah.
I could have been someone who doesn't care, doesn't do anything, doesn't try to get a job,
Yeah.
or someone who tries and qualified and whatever, right? I think that is a gamble for sure. But that's the problem with this, is that there's so many situations that I think it's case to case basis kind of thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's hard to generalize on this
Yeah.
kind of situations.
It is.
So I heard that there's some new tax laws that might affect you guys. Doesn't affect me, but I know a lot of people that work remotely.
They
and
removed
I heard you guys talking about it briefly, but
I don't know if I want to talk about this because I saw some post about this.
Yeah.
They removing that you cannot deduct taxes if you're working from home.
Yeah.
Like for this, because you used to get like a
Like the automatic one.
1,000 euros or something a year, which I mean it's not that much.
yeah.
But all the comments were negative. Were like, it kind of like I get the same vibe of people that are happy that AI is taking over software engineering. They're like, yeah, fuck those guys who make good money. Like, I get the same vibe. Like, yeah, fuck those guys who work from home.
No, not me, man.
But
Yeah.
but you're a
But so that's good.
very reasonable person.
But excuse me. But are you saying that now you have to? So before it was automatic. Because you said the term automatic.
Yeah, so what happened was, I think it was just before COVID or during COVID, they basically implemented this kind of like tax decision system that said, because most of the people working from home, that they just kind of automated this thing that if you report that you work more than 50% from home, you had this kind of like automatic tax deduction that you could do, because basically you were using your own resources to get income. So what has happened now in 2026 is that they've removed the automatic part of it. Yes. So now you have to kind of break it down. So
I agree with that.
Yeah, but you know what? Like so because you know what, during COVID, like it basically meant that you could work from home or you could work from your cottage.
Okay.
But now you can't basically claim costs for generating income from your home or from your cottage. You have to be renting a third space, like so from like a co-working space and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
but the thing is, for example, I'm using electricity at home, right? Like the whole day I'm at home, it's like electricity, and it's kind of like, well, you're there at your office, and I have my desk and this and this and whatever. So yeah, it was just easy to put one thing instead of like every time you buy
break
something,
down everything.
Okay.
But
but I mean, you can still do it. It's just that it's no more like annoying. in the way that you have to do it.
Sorry, I'm with the government on this one.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Obviously.
Of course.
Obviously.
Why, obviously.
Yeah, man. No, but it's like at the end of the day, I think it's. I mean, they needed to update the rule. I mean, COVID has been.
Yeah.
To be fair, it makes sense.
To be fair, it makes sense for Finland. Yeah. No, I mean we're struggling, but so again, the 6-year itch, permanent residency, is now officially changed.
Yeah, it was 5 for me. It was 5 for me.
5.
Because I was the one that I did it quick.
Oh yeah. Because remember, back in the day, it used to be 4, right?
For what?
To get permanent residency.
Yeah.
Now it's up to 6.
Oh yeah, 5 was my citizenship. I
Yeah.
got 4 in
Yeah.
the PR.
Yeah, PR was 4, citizenship was 5.
Yeah.
I think now PR is 6 and citizenship is 8.
But
so
they
I don't know if they haven't put it in yet. but
I've
it's coming
blown, I've
in
blown way past that, so
Yeah.
I'm cool.
They also updated
yeah.
you should start learning
Yeah.
You should start learning Finnish because
there. Yeah.
it's sticking.
No, 'cause I have PR,
Yeah.
so I can just reapply, right? I don't have to learn the language to get PR.
In the new rules, you have to learn.
To get renewed or to get...
But is it retroactive?
no.
If you have a PR,
I have PR
I
already.
think he
Yeah,
renovates
it's
the
not
plastic.
retroactive.
Yeah,
Okay,
you renovate
yeah.
the plastic.
Yeah, it's not
but,
retroactive.
Okay,
but
so-
you don't reapply for a PR.
See, but that's the part. Like,
Oh,
with-
you just...
You just
pay the
renovate
fee.
the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
yeah, you change the card.
Yeah,
basically.
okay, so
But-
I'm cool.
Yeah,
But-
unless if you lose it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
far,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
because if you live outside of Finland for over 2 years, they can actually retract your PR.
Yeah.
Then you have to reapply,
No,
and then
right,
that's
right.
that.
Right,
Yeah,
I mean-
then you have to do it on the new rules. But
Yeah,
and the
okay.
new rules
I'm
say
good,
basically
yeah.
that you need to learn.
Well, I know for some of my workers, they're fucked. They
Yeah.
have to learn that.
yeah,
Yeah, Manny.
Well, you should.
Swedish,
You should learn
Swedish.
It. I mean,
Yeah.
Swedish and Finnish
to.
is.
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
is
This is. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but you should kind of learn.
Yeah,
should
I'm
learn.
not
I
saying
know.
you should
Yeah.
be speaking Finnish 100%
Yeah,
24/7.
Yeah.
But if you live in a country, you should
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least,
Guy,
just in
yeah.
case something
Yeah.
happened.
100%.
Yeah. And we agree on that. I think
I
people
agree
should
with that.
learn language.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need to speak it. And look, the thing that I actually like about Finland in terms of the language requirements isn't the fact that is the fact that in addition to saying that you should just go to a class and learn only the language, they also accept you, let's say, for example, going for a course
Yes.
that you already work in.
Yes.
The business course.
And and learn the language that is related to your
Through work.
profession and
Yeah.
get the language qualification for that. So
Yeah.
in certain situations, it's kind of like, I mean, there's so many opportunities.
There is opportunity.
It
Yeah.
is also like for people listening. I mean, you've been here quite long, and everyone speaks English to you because, well, first of all, you're American, and I think people,
And you
I think
speak English.
you get a bit of a free pass because everyone wants to speak English, right? And
Yeah.
But in my experience, I don't use Finnish very often because at work I work with different countries and it's basically English all the time. I think when you speak Finnish, even just a bit, it kind of opens a different world to you.
Absolutely.
Where
Yeah.
there's a lot of nuances and a lot of things that you miss when you don't. And for example, now I said I was in the darts tournament, and now this is the second year I go, and I'm a bit more confident. Like it's a bit easier because I've been there. I know how it works, and I talk a bit more with people. I was speaking with people from all over Finland.
Yeah. Finnish, right? Speaking Finnish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, trying.
Yeah.
But people are very open to this. Like they realize right away you're not Finnish, you don't speak Finnish, and they try.
But they appreciate that you
That you make the effort.
Yeah.
People's
Attitude
towards you
Yeah.
changes completely. Right when they realize that this guy doesn't speak well, he's struggling and stuff. They might switch or they might not, but the attitude immediately changes.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
speaking, for example, to a guy from Kemi. They're in the north, and some guy who has been playing darts for years and years, and those kind of conversation and interactions you wouldn't have if you don't at least speak a bit.
Yeah.
And it's a complete different kind of, I don't know, interaction.
Even the
So I
sense of
think-
humor, like there's a sense of humor that is in Finnish language
Yes.
that You can only...
Yeah,
it's completely different. And it's pretty dark. I love it.
I love it because in Mexico we have this thing called albur, and it's like always this double meaning. We play a lot with words, and for example, all over Latin America, it's not like that.
No.
They have some of that, of course, everyone has, but it's not as strong.
Yeah.
And I feel like Finnish people have a lot of that.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of insider jokes.
Yeah, but I noticed these double meanings kind of thing, and it feels good, man. When you understand that, it feels like it feels like home sometimes. And you're like, fuck this.
I totally get it because I think in every language, even in Vietnamese, it's the same way. Like the way the Vietnamese flirt is unlike any other language. And it's, you can't translate it.
No.
And like when I was dating my ex who's Finnish, and then we went to America together, and I was saying jokes and speaking. She was like, I speak English, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There's certain things that you don't catch.
You can't.
That's the thing, man. I'm very funny in my own language.
Yeah.
You guys don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. That is, but like, to be honest with you, like, I actually feel like one of the measurements of like personal integration, when you're learning a language, right? When you've put yourself in that zone, maybe not personal integration. This was for me at least, right? Is that I've always considered myself a funny person. Right? You can judge me in all of the ways. You guys know me. But the moment I could be able to crack jokes in Finnish and make my wife laugh or my kids laugh, I was like, okay.
Okay.
I mean, my kid still does the whole thing, that every time I have to scold him in Finnish, he's like, that's the wrong way.
That shit is funny as fuck.
He did it the other day again. He did it the other day again. I'm sitting up down like, man, get
actually, motherfucker, that's not how you say it. You're like, what?
Exactly.
That's
but
funny as shit. I get it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, language is a funny thing.
I just saw his, that the Finnish comedian, Ismo. Yeah, he just released a new one on YouTube. I watched it. I found it funny. It's fucking hilarious, man. And that guy gets it because he's Finnish that lives in America, and like he's talking about the nuances of of the language.
Yeah,
and it makes perfect sense too. Like, unless you live in America and experience it, you never get it. Yeah.
And I think
you
it's actually,
just gotta watch it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant how he actually manages to communicate Finnish humor to an English-speaking crowd.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like, Finnish humor to a certain, like in the beginning, I used to say this to my wife. I'm like, babes, like for me, sometimes Finnish humor feels like a Napoleon Dynamite movie.
Yeah.
Because it can be very flat, it can be very dark, it can be a little bit loopy and stuff like that. But I don't know how to explain it to other people. And when I sit with Ismo, it's like he can do it from the most intelligent side of the humor all the way to maybe like the most like, like that. And I really love his comedy. I think he's a brilliant comedian.
He has one bit when he talks about shit. In America, bat shit crazy, ain't shit, doing shit, going, and it's like, jack shit. Yeah. There's never like a Sherlock shit. Bro, that's fucking hilarious.
Talking about shit.
Yeah.
Some guy, they came up with this Mexico is the shit jacket.
Yeah.
People in Mexico outraged.
Really?
Because they thought it was an insult. And we come back to the language part.
You
don't understand this is a positive thing. But people were really outraged.
If you're the shit, with the D,
it's like
shit,
something good.
But if you say you're shit, then you're shit.
But people were outraged.
But you say you're the shit, then you're the fucking shit. You're awesome. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious, man. Ismo nailed it. You guys gotta watch that.
I'll watch. I was watching one in Netflix about the... I don't know. I'll bring it for next. Okay. Some, I think Argentinian roots living in maybe Argentina. I don't know. Some Latino in America. Netflix special, pretty good one.
Yeah.
I'll bring it for the next episode because it was pretty good.
Yeah. Cool. All right, should we talk about food next?
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Food.
Yes, because this place just opened. People are coming in.
TK, TK is always hungry.
I'm hungry as shit. Yeah. But you know what I do like nowadays? What? Thank you, Tam, for the tip. Right? There's some brothers just not so far from here that are making some really good
fried chicken.
We should give them the shout out.
Absolutely, man.
Megabite chicken.
Man.
I have no faith because everything that I've seen in that place in Rongankatu.
Yeah.
By the way, everything I've seen in that spot, it looks shady.
Yep.
And this time I saw it, I was like, nah, I don't know, man.
It's next to a sex
I
shop,
don't know.
next to a weed shop.
That's what the best food always is.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. But this one is
Yeah.
some. Well, you know the story more. Like you talk with the guys and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love fried chicken. I don't know the whole story, but I mean, the guys over there now, they've probably seen my face a couple of times now because I keep going there and like bringing people and stuff like. But I love the chicken.
There
I
are
think it's good.
brothers with, I believe, like degrees in engineering and mechanical engineering. Couldn't find a job.
Talking about immigration, eh?
Yeah. So they found a way. Hey, man, like let's use our brain and let's make fried chicken better.
Exactly.
And this is injection fried chicken where they inject a sauce in there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's quality.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's quality.
It's
Like,
good.
yeah.
I just think it could be more injected sauces.
It could be. I mean, I have thoughts. So yeah,
I
have thoughts.
I have a few things I would upgrade in the sense of the. Personally, I like Mexican, man. I need the sauce.
I need a sauce. Yeah,
I need
yeah,
something more like.
Yeah.
But the chicken itself.
Yeah, the chicken
I
sounds
love
good.
Especially now that Hämeenkatu has closed and everything.
Yeah,
That's,
exactly.
that's a pretty decent spot.
Yeah.
If you have the chance to try, like, go there.
Definitely should go check it. The only thing that I would actually upgrade in their shop, in addition to what you just mentioned, would be the logo. Because I told them,
It's
like,
so
I
AI,
love these
dude.
guys.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
these guys. But I'm
Yeah.
like, if I didn't know you sell chicken and I drove past, I thought this was like a cell phone fixing shop.
Oh, really?
That's
Like,
true.
no, because I mean, you walk past, it's like
you take the
Megabite.
food out of it.
Yeah, if you take the food out of it, it just
Megabite.
looks like megabytes. I'm
Yeah,
like something
Megabite.
digital.
Yeah,
I
MBs,
see,
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm like, this
Ah.
doesn't communicate chicken. So much
Yeah,
so
yeah.
because
Mega
I love their
chicken.
food.
Yeah.
So much so that I love their food. I actually like sent them like how I think their logo should look. These guys is like, yeah, thank you. Like not in a bad way. They were like,
like, this
in a
guy's
positive
coming back
way.
again.
Yeah, because I love the chicken and I think that they could be like I think they have they're onto something there.
Yeah, I think
but like branding, marketing
that's the
wise,
key.
they
I
could do
think
more.
I think they're onto something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very onto something.
Onto something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think that you have to start somewhere, man. And I think that place, if you try it, I went there because you told me.
Yeah.
And,
I went there
and I
because
immediately
you
told
told
you.
me, yeah. I think we should do an episode at their shop. Go holla at
Oh, I
them.
talked to them.
Yeah.
I talked to them.
We should talk
yeah,
to them.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Absolutely.
those guys for sure.
Yeah. Shout
Shout out
guys.
to Megabites.
Megabites.
Get a Megabyte.
It's not an IT store. It's not
not-
a cell phone
yeah,
store.
It's really good chicken is what it is. It's
And a cheap
But
SIM card.
It has the same problem.
cheap.
It has the same. It has the same problem as a lot of restaurants here. I don't know if you know what's the situation. That you just smell like food every time you come out.
Yeah.
I think a lot of spots here in town don't have like a proper. I don't
Ventilation.
know if it's proper. Like it's probably up to code and whatever, but
The problem
you'll
is,
still
I mean,
smell like food.
Okay.
I'll tell you from a restaurateur point of view. So a lot of places they're restricted on how much ventilation they can use because that building is part of a apartment
Residential.
So you
residential.
cannot just like put everything.
You
through.
could, but it'd be like 50 to 60,000 euros too, because it's the bottom floor. So you have to get the pipes that go to the top, and you have to get an extraction fan on top. So all the action is on top.
That's why they
that
they
pulls the air.
closed that spot. You remember in Tamela and Tori, there was the Kalakeito. It was like some fish place.
Yo.
Well, it's a good thing that they closed that. But
It was crazy, good man. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was good.
And it
Yeah.
closed because they made renovation, and the owners didn't want to pay because it was so expensive
Yeah.
to get the proper pipes.
Exactly.
and stuff, so they had to close.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I think that's
Yeah.
a big problem usually.
Yeah.
And that's-
And part of it is, like, so like, a lot of times, like those renovations, depending on your agreement, it could be agreed with the property owner. Because the property owner, it's to their benefit.
Yeah,
But
that
the
you
property
make
owner
sure.
was the one that was like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, come
That's
on,
the thing.
man. It's
But-
like,
but I'm-
why are you so
but-
greedy? Yeah.
but if you look
it's
at-
an investment for the future.
Yeah,
if that,
absolutely.
If that restaurant doesn't work, then you bring something else in. But as long as you know that you have quality equipment.
But how many places have you been to, like different countries, where you're actually attracted into the business because you can smell the food from outside? Right?
Yeah.
Finland,
exactly.
Finland
Yeah,
has
yeah.
this thing that like, okay, no, we must put it at the top of the roof because the scents and smells and stuff in the
They're
streets
too
can
ethnic.
be, ooh, it has to be crispy. It has to be clean. It can't be too ethnic.
It can't be too ethnic.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you were to think about it, it's to the benefit of the restaurant.
It is.
that there is some scent
smell.
coming out of their shop. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, maybe that's not the Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but I also understand that if you live there, maybe it's not.
Man. I get it, but I'm like,
get it,
yeah,
but
I get it.
understand your
Yeah,
point as well.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
come from a country like-
I think Europe in general needs to rehaul their ventilation. I mean, I'm spoiled. I'm American. We have like central air. We have central air conditioning, central heating. Like our ventilation, our toilets have fucking vents here. Like you take a shit, it'll smell for 2 days.
I think
There's no fan.
And now, like for example, summers are starting to be a bit like
It's getting hotter. It's getting
so.
hotter now.
I think soon a lot of places are starting to throw in some ACs and stuff. Now I'm lucky in my new place. I like the sun hits the proper spot that it doesn't get like an oven. But my last spot, it was rough.
You had a huge balcony in the last spot, and I think was that facing the
Yeah, I was getting sun
right?
the whole day.
Okay,
So it was the balcony got to 40 degrees.
Oh,
and then my office was right there next on the window. Couldn't open the window or anything.
Yeah.
So it went to like 30 something. So yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
Right, so last thing I want to talk about, like my Instagram feed has been nothing but maybe because like it's all like Mexican and Asian food, but it's been like right now in America it's been like the trend now is like Mexican Asian infusions.
Mate, it just works.
What?
It
We've
just
talked
works,
about
man.
this. I've done
Mexican Asian and
Yes.
every time I cook with Tam, it's like
yeah.
this shit just works, dude. Like, we can just mix my cooking and his cooking.
Bro, I'm
and
gonna have to
everything.
try
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
I've never imagined this, but it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, shout out tacos and tequila. We
Go
had
to tacos and tequila. The udon
birria.
noodles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. It just fucking works, man.
My last shout out to the Mexican in the kitchen,
Yeah.
whoever that is.
Yeah.
No, for real. I made my last
we
video.
Yeah.
I made Finnish lohikeito,
Yeah.
the salmon soup.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
one of the Finnish best.
It's like
things.
comfort food. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have pozole. Pozole comes from the Aztecs and that pre-Hispanic time. It's just meat with corn. It's the salty corn, not the sweet corn.
Yeah.
So I took the corn, and instead of meat, I put the lohikeito. So I took the potatoes out, put the corn. Man,
But
it was
it's not the
quality.
typical yellow corn that you're thinking of. It's different corn.
No, it's
so
a
yeah,
bigger
let
corn,
people know.
a bit
Yeah,
like
it's
choclo and
the
this,
kernel
like-
is bigger.
Okay.
It's white. Yeah.
More like the ones they use in Peru more commonly.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a bit big, kind of chewy texture.
We call that
Yeah.
mangai. It's like a thick corn and it's like really chewy. Like
You probably use it, the
starchy.
savory
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of thing. And
Yeah.
So that I put it into lohikeito instead of potatoes. It just works.
I need to
it
try
works, man.
this.
It
I
works,
need
bro.
to try this.
So
It
we're
works.
just mixing stuff here. And
Yeah.
Nice,
there's
man.
some mixes that don't work. Don't get me wrong. There's some fusion that you shouldn't be doing. But but with Asian, we did the Thanksgiving with a bit Asian Mexican flavors. That was pretty decent. And
Oh my god! And like I made when Tran was here, we did a Vietnamese beef stew, and like I didn't know that. I looked through my old recipe book of my mom. It's like achiote. What the fuck, anato? It's like
that's what the Mayans used to use.
Yeah, it's not native to Southeast Asia.
Okay.
But somehow it got to fucking Asia, and there's a vital ingredient in the Vietnamese beef stew.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives it a subtle like chili flavor. Yeah.
I was looking
and
for
the color.
because the anato one I use it's a tiny box.
Yeah.
And it's like gold, right? Because not everyone sells it.
Yeah.
So I make it for cochinita, this Mayan.
Oh, she
stew.
just asked us at TNT. I'll give you.
Oh,
a
I'll
call.
ask you. But
Yeah.
I was walking through the Asian store because I just
Okay.
love walking around and see.
Yeah.
And this mamacita,
Yeah.
they have this kind of like ready-made kind of
Okay.
thing, and they have one of those. It's just like a base for a stew, and I don't remember the name. It's some Asian stuff.
Yeah.
And I was checking it. I had it at home. It's like, what's this?
Yeah.
Anato,
Yeah.
cornstarch,
Yeah.
and something else. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this.
Yeah.
It's like, so yeah, it's somehow anato, this Mayan thing.
I forgot to
ended up-
ask you
Asian.
how did it turn out. You said you made it.
I loved it, man.
Okay, cool.
I did
Yeah.
this because we have a very similar stew in Mexico. And I think the only thing that changes is that instead of the spices you used,
Yeah, star anise,
we
cinnamon.
use dried chili.
Yeah.
We use
okay.
some dried chili and
Yeah.
probably guajillo or whatever, throw it in there.
Yeah.
And I have to say, man, like because my girlfriend likes that more. She was the one that's like, oh, I don't like stews. What if I do it like the Tam? Oh, yeah, that I like. And I have to agree, it's the same because when I make that stew in Mexico with the chilies and it's fatty and it's heavy.
Yeah.
When you do it instead of the chili, I add the star anise and the 5 spice
Yeah.
stuff. it feels fresh.
Lighter,
It doesn't
yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
super heavy, even though you have the same things.
Yeah.
And it's crazy for me. The stool looks the same. When you start putting it in
It's
the
the
place,
same.
it's exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Just fresher.
Yeah, it's just fresh. So it's like
yeah,
I've started to a lot of the things I've learned from Tam. It's like
Yeah.
I've been using them at home way more often. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Awesome,
that
man.
leaf that you guys have? Like, I don't know what we ate. It was also another beef stew kind of thing, but you wrapped it in a leaf. It wasn't a mint leaf, but it was a leaf that you were wrapping.
Oh, the purple one. Fuck. It's an herb, right? You're talking about the herb?
it's an herb.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I'm so used to like we
Yeah.
we don't usually add. The only fresh that we have is cooked like Ray. Well, it's funny. The leaf's name, no, rapsa, you know, the one that make oil from, the leaf of that, we eat that. So, but we don't usually eat it raw. We usually like cook it down. So we don't usually do like fresh vegetables with our meats and stuff. So actually experiencing this kind of like mix of, having like a minty fresh thing in a roll and stuff was really good for me.
It was the basil and mint kind of
It really gives a good flavor balance. And I'm thinking of like trying to do more of that because I usually cook heavy meats like your beefs and your oxtails and stuff like that with starch. But like if you were to take out the starch and you wrap it in a, have that experience with something a little bit fresher, like the balancing would be way much better.
And the rice pepper.
Yeah.
That's something we were talking about this, how Asians and Mexicans are, well, not
rice
Asians,
paper, tortillas.
Vietnamese, I guess. I don't think it's-
Vietnamese.
Well,
Vietnamese. Yeah. Rice paper is
Japanese use
Vietnamese.
the algae as well. Like I think that's a pretty basic instinct of people to try to do
For
that.
the sushi.
But the Vietnamese are always with the rice thing.
paper.
Yeah.
Mexicans always a tortilla. Kind of thing.
Tortillas.
It's like there's a lot of parallels that are very
Yeah. It's fucking intriguing.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. I think we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
It was nice, guys. Nice catching up with you guys.
Yeah.
Been a while since we all got together.
Let's try to
Yeah.
do this more often. Let's
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah.
get more people just sharing their
We
stories.
got some new restaurants planning up for this year. So
Absolutely.
follow us on where?
On unfinished.pod.
Unfinishedpodcast.com.
Yeah.
I'm trying to update that more often.
Absolutely. Yeah. And as soon as, remember to like, subscribe, and, comment on our discussions so that we can, understand how you guys feel about the content that we're producing and get engaged. And we'll have a lot more content coming soon. And listen, come to Risky Business Bar and get yourself a motherfucking cab because I'm about to hijack this one.
Come to Risky Business. No risk, no story.
Yeah, man.
Story. Yeah.
Cheers.
And shout out to your pod also, your
Yeah,
YouTube,
man.
Mexican in the Kitchen.
Mexican in the
Mixing
Kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Mexican in the Kitchen on YouTube. Pretty much YouTube. I do some TikToks as well, but just following YouTube. And
Yeah, man.
if you want to be in this podcast also, let us know.
Inboxes.
Yes.
Let us know.
You can find me on Tinder and Grindr. Peace out.
Snow on the ground. Still we're out late. Worldwide in one place. That's good. Came from the States with a suitcase stress. Mate from Mexico, spice in his breath. Fiji boy laughing in a puff coat flex. Old girl cursing at the bus miss next. UK lad with a slang too sharp. Cook Islands crew with a warm heart charm. All in a bar where the cold hits hard. Jackets on hooks, but we drop our guard.
The lands of Tampere, too cold out there, but we don't care. What my penny is, clean cash, out loud in the frozen air.
We're the lads of Tampere. Too cold out there, but we don't care. World map in the air, clean glass, shout loud in the frozen air. We're the lads of Tampere. Brown, black, blonde hair, who's counting here? One shot, one cheer. Jaeger bombs lined up. Disappear. Finland frost on the tram stop sign. We're late again, but the vibe on time. Snowflakes fall on the club queue line. Breathe in the dark like a smoke tray fine. Girl from Sydney goes, who's on shots? Bloke from Texas says line that lot. Keyway cousin of a cousin got lost. Cook Islands, auntie on a video shot. She do it. Phones on the bar, whole world in reach. Still the real talk happens when we clink, then speak. Miss home sometimes, miss sun, miss beach. But tonight these streets feel ours at least. the lads of Tampere. Too cold out there, but we don't care. World map in the air, clink glash out loud in the frozen air. We're the lads of Tampere. Brown, black, blonde hair, who's counting here? One shot, one share. Jaeger bombs line up, disappear. 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 From the ice on the road to the heat in the throat, every cheers is a code, every bro is a home. From the flags we waved to the names we changed, in this frozen place, we all sound the same. We're the lads of Tampere. Too cold out there, but we don't care. World map in the air, cling glash out loud in the frozen air. We're the lads of Tampere. Brown, black, blonde hair, where the face is clear. One night, one fear. Jaeger bombs vanish. We're still here.